Please subscribe to my channel, like, share and press the bell button. 5 famous constellations that almost anyone can find. From Andromeda to Ursa Major, these cosmic landmarks dominate the sky. Learning how to spot them will turn you into a stargazer. The Andromeda constellation, also known as the Chained Maiden, is seen over the El Capitan vertical rock formation in Yosemite National Park. Show more. Photograph by Babak Tafreshi, Nat Geo Image Collection. The night sky is so vast. Where do you start? Finding your way through the sky begins with a few dominant constellations, containing everything from star clusters and nebulae to obscure galaxies. If you keep looking upward, you'll see these 5 constellations parade throughout the sky and through the seasons. 1. Andromeda, the Chained Maiden. Andromeda, the Chained Maiden constellation, can be seen from August through February. This large constellation in the northern sky is conspicuous thanks to its attachment to the neighboring constellation Pegasus and that constellation's Great Square asterism. The brightest star, Alpheratz, which represents the head of the Maiden, happens to be shared with Pegasus. This blue giant star lies 97 light-years from Earth and shines 200 times brighter than our Sun. 4 main stars of Andromeda form a curved line toward the east, with Myrick representing her hips and Almec her chained foot. Although Myrick is nearly identical in brightness to Alpheratz, it is a larger red giant 197 light-years away. Although Andromeda is considered a northern constellation, most of its stars can be glimpsed from the southern hemisphere, but always near the horizon, making it a bit trickier to observe its famous deep sky objects. The most celebrated of these is the grand spiral called the Andromeda Galaxy, or Messier 31. This, the closest large galaxy to our Milky Way, lies 2.5 million light-years away. To the surprise of many people, it can be spotted with the naked eye from a typical suburban backyard on a clear autumn night. It represents one of the farthest objects the unaided human eye can see in the universe. 2. Canis Major, the Great Dog. To locate Canis Major, also known as the Great Dog, look for the brightest star in the sky, Sirius, which is seen here above Alqueva Dark Sky Reza. Read more. Photograph by Babak Tafreshi, Nat Geo Image Collection. Canis Major is the larger of the 2 faithful hunting dog companions to Orion, the Hunter, explained below. Standing by the Hunter's foot, the Great Dog is an easy-to-find constellation visible from most areas of the world, thanks to being positioned just south of the celestial equator. Canis Major's sparkling eye is the brightest star in the sky, Sirius. The dog days of summer were named specifically for the dog star. In the northern hemisphere, ancient sky watchers noticed the intensely bright star would rise and set with the sun. The combined power of the 2 suns was thought to be the cause of the stretch of hot weather experienced in late summer. For binoculars and telescopes, Canis Major is rich in star clusters. Leading the pack is the beautiful open cluster M41, also known as the Little Beehive, which lies only 4 degrees south of Sirius. Containing some 80 stars, this 4th magnitude cluster is 2,300 light-years away, yet is visible as a hazy patch to the naked eye on a dark night. It is an impressive sight through a backyard telescope, with orange stars scattered within. 3. Orion, the Hunter. Orion, the Hunter, is seen just above the tree line by Mammoth Lakes in California. One of the oldest constellation figures, many stories are at. Read more. Photograph by Babak Tafreshi, Nat Geo Image Collection. Visible across the world, Orion is one of the most identifiable as well as one of the oldest constellation figures, crossing cultures and thousands of years. Orion straddles the celestial equator, so it is well known to observers in both the northern and southern hemispheres and holds the record for containing the most bright stars in one stellar pattern. Many stories are attached to Orion, a great hunter in Greco-Roman myths. The most famous says that he was stung by a scorpion, Scorpius, in an epic battle, which is why the 2 figures have been placed in opposite parts of the sky. Orion boasts 2 first-magnitude stars, with Betelgeuse marking the shoulder to the viewer's left and Rigel his foot on the right. Sitting between Rigel and Betelgeuse is Orion's stellar line of 3 stars, Alnitak, Alnilam, and Mintaka, marking the Hunter's Belt. Orion includes an area of the Milky Way that features intense star production. Beneath the Hunter's Belt, in the middle of 3 stars that form Orion's sword, is the Orion Nebula, M42. Visible to the naked eye as a fuzzy, faint patch, in backyard telescopes, delicate wreath-like structures show where star formation is taking place at a furious pace. 4. Crux, the Southern Cross. Crux, also known as the Southern Cross, can be found just above the silhouette of an acacia tree in Amboseli National Park in Kenya. Its disti. Read more. Photographed by Babak Tafreshi, Nat Geo Image Collection. Crux straddles a rich section of the southern Milky Way band and so is filled with deep sky treasures of all kinds. Just east of Crux lies what appears to be a hole in the sky, a dark region devoid of stars known as the Coalsack Nebula. It is clearly visible to the naked eye as a strikingly large, dark gas cloud silhouetted against a bright star-studded Milky Way. 5. Ursa Major, the Great Bear. Ursa Major, which includes the Big Dipper, is seen framed by the top of the entrance to Rudafshan Cave in Iran. Also known as the Great Bee. Read more. Photographed by Babak Tafreshi, Nat Geo Image Collection. Ursa Major, also known as the Great Bear, is one of the most prominent northern constellations, and its main claim to fame is that it contains the Big Dipper, a highly recognizable asterism. The easily identifiable Big Dipper represents the bear's rear torso and tail, with the other stars of the constellation mapping out its long nose and legs. For most observers in the northern hemisphere, the Great Bear is close enough to the North Celestial Pole that it never sets below the horizon, and it rotates around the North Star once a day.